What's up, good people? Welcome into an exclusive episode of Montgomery Co. Listen, I'm here at Soul Asylum Studios to interview Jacquees ahead of his upcoming tour. It kicks off September 29th in New Orleans. And listen, Jacquees is coming off of a sold-out overseas tour with shows in London, Paris, Australia. So I'm hyped. Let's give it up. Let's welcome my guy. He just pulled up to the Dream Game too. Jacquees is in the building. Let's go. Okay, so as you guys know, I'm interviewing Jacquees, and it made me think about the differences between an athlete and an entertainer. So we have an interview scheduled for 1 o'clock. It's actually 1:06 right now, and that's why I'm talking to you guys. I'm doing my monologue. Mono means alone, by myself. I'm doing my monologue because the interview hasn't started yet. But here's the thing, I knew that. First of all, let me rewind. I'm married to an artist. So when I was trying to be here for this interview that started at 1, I wanted to be here at 12:30. It's the athlete in me, okay? What time did we get here with my artist wife, Serena? 12:52, 12:47. If she says 12:47, I say 12:52. So clearly there's a difference there. But it just made me think about the differences because you would never say that an artist is not focused just because they came an hour late to the studio. You would almost expect that artist to come late. Like if Drake gets to the studio at 1 o'clock for a 1 o'clock session, you're gonna be like, you're gonna actually think they're like really on it. You're gonna be like, oh, Drake is focused, baby. It's about to be on for all the dogs. Like you're gonna think that it's really something out here, like, because you wouldn't expect that. But if you reverse those roles, if an athlete, I can't even imagine, like if an athlete came to practice an hour late, like what would even happen? Like what would be, I don't even know, because I've been the captain on a lot of teams, right? What would I even say to them? I would have to I'd be like, we're gonna have to have a come to Jesus meeting. Like I would have to really we're gonna have to have a come to Jesus meeting because I don't know where to begin. Are you okay? Somebody, this is phones, but are you okay? Like I would have to call somebody, are you okay? Because I've never seen it. So here's the thing too, I played in the WNBA 11 years. I've literally never had that situation happen, but I've interviewed now a good handful of artists, and I'm trying to think if any of them was actually on time. Now that I think about it, I really don't even know. Is this Rochelle? Come here, Rochelle, real quick. Like she gonna hop up in here, right now too. Hey, how you doing?
I am fine, how are you?
Let's talk to the camera right quick. This is Rochelle, this is how, so can you tell them how we even met then real quick?
I came to the Dream Game. I had not been to one yet. Wanted to come and support and realized that Jacquees was there and went over to Renee and introduced myself.
Boom. Now fast forward, we here. We got a whole interview in the studio. He's preparing for his upcoming tour, Sincerely For You. Mm-hmm. All right, now I talk about athletes and entertainers and how different we are. Mm-hmm. We're both focused, but would you expect if something started at 1, what time do you think an artist would get there?
Probably 1:30, but we're gonna hope that he'll get here by 1:15.
You see what I'm saying? Now you would never think, like I'll say, because it's different. Like artists, I don't really expect them to get here at 1, would you?
Not normally, but since they told me rehearsal was from 1 to 5, I was hoping for the best.
Okay, listen, but this is why, so thank you, Rochelle. This is straight from manager's mouth. That's why I told the difference between athletes, because I said, imagine an athlete getting 30 minutes to practice late. It would be
a problem.
Okay, but I thank you for hopping in here real quick. That is Rochelle, thank you. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's almost understood. So entertainers, we understand. They say sports and entertainment go hand in hand, and they do. Like we see the couples now, Jason Tatum, Ella May, Travis Kelce, the Swiftie. Y'all know, Okay, so it's like it goes hand in hand in some weird way, even though we're kind of opposites. But one thing we do have is that focus, and I can't wait to talk to Jacquees all about it. All right, so we're here with Jacquees, and I already told them all about the upcoming tour, but what I want to get into is how you prepare for it, because I always talk about athletes and entertainers. So you came in here to talk about, you just ran 2 miles. How fast was your 2 miles?
20 minutes and 57 seconds.
Okay, so he was scooting, he was getting it.
Yeah.
And then I found out that you was a former football player. So you were both. How do you feel like training for an upcoming tour is the same as like training an athlete training for the season?
Well, I feel like it's the same a little. They compare because you got to get your body right. You know, you got to stop eating certain stuff. You got to stop doing
So you dieting out here? What you doing?
Yeah, I done stopped eating. Like, I love like steak and stuff like that. So I ain't really been like going out to eat. Every time I go out to eat, we eat big. Yeah. Like, you know, the sides be big, then everybody order a lot of sides, then all that. So I done cut back on that. Every day lately, I just been eating like grilled chicken, eggs. I ain't been putting no cheese in my eggs. I love cheese in my eggs. I still gotta put cheese in my grits though. But I just been doing that, and I've been eating a lot of fruit, drinking a lot of water, because you know the water's the best thing for my vocals for real. Outside of tea, a lot of people think tea the best thing. Really, water is just like the best thing to do.
I'm trying to tell you, but everybody's seen an athlete carrying a jug, right? Like it's like, so things that you just associate with athletes, that's why I'm trying to tell people, like, they be wondering why athletes and entertainers, it's like synonymous almost. It's like, but you both now at this point. You was an athlete turned entertainer. Yeah. So now you got your 3rd album dropped, Sincerely for You. Yeah. Future was an executive producer. Like, well, when you hear R&B, you don't necessarily think so Future. So how did that come about? Like,
well, it's kind of like I just walked into like a blessing, honestly. I was in Miami playing another album that I was about to get ready to drop. And I walked out of the meeting, and Future was in another room at the Hit Factory. And he was just asking me what I was doing there and different stuff like that. I was telling him, man, I'm here playing my album for Baby and Slim and the whole label. And he was like, what? He was like, man, I should have executive produced your album. Man, I could have did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why you didn't tell me? So I'm like, what? I'm like, let's do it. Like, I flipped the whole script right there on the spot.
And did you already have stuff already for the album? Like,
yeah, my album was done.
And so you started over?
Yeah, I started over.
What?
I thought it was worth it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, everybody don't get this opportunity to just work with Future on this type of level. You know, of course, everybody get their features and do different things, but he's never just been a part of nobody else's project except for Kanye West as an executive producer. So I was like, I got to take this opportunity.
That's crazy. So should we expect to see him pull up on the tour at a certain point?
Yeah, I expect him to, for sure. He got to come see me rock one time at least.
I mean, because I already told, we pulling up. I'm telling you right now, we pulling up. But you got a lot of things going on, because not only you got your own tour, Diddy just dropped his Off-Grid album. I'm going to tell you right now, the people's favorite is Pick Up, all right?
For sure.
I'll pick the phone up. I'm telling you right now. So how does it feel when you just pull up on social media, LeBron in his car, going ham to your joint? Like, what is that?
That's a crazy feeling, because, you know, LeBron been my favorite player since like 2003. I was like 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? LeBron been my favorite since he came in. And for me to get that love from him, because I talk to him in the DM every now and then, you know what I mean? So, you know, I might drop a record and be like, check this out, check that out, check that out.
Where am I going in my DM? Okay? All right, now that I know this is the flow, because, you know what I'm saying? Let me vibe check some stuff.
I got you, but you know, seeing somebody like that you looked up to as a kid and, you know, see rocking with your music, it's like, that's heavy. You know, it's a crazy feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, because it's a lot. It was so many records on that album.
Exactly.
And just for him to pick that one, it's like, okay, cool.
Because that album goes so crazy. I saw a video of you, Fabulous, and Diddy in the studio. Like, what was those studio vibes like? Was it just magical?
It was crazy. It was like, we started in Miami, you know, then we went to Cali, then we went to the Bahamas. You know, that's when Fab came and did his verse when we was in the Bahamas. We was all out in the Bahamas. Fab came and laid heads down. And it was just fun. Like, it was, honestly, I've never been in sessions like that. Just the push, you know what I'm saying? Puff was pushing very, very hard. Like, you might think something sounded good because, you know, the regular way that you lay it. And he like, nah. He like, nah, bro.
It was like making the band in there?
Honestly, you feel me? But see, I can take the pressure. You see me on the videos, I'm lighting my blunt up. I'm just doing what I do. I'm just, you know, I'm having a good time. But I felt the energy. Like, I got a lot of videos on my phone and stuff, you know, that ain't get posted. But it was like a lot of stuff where it's like, you could see us in there just pushing. Like, you know, Puff would give a story or something like that, you know, back in the day, and just try to get you to just get in that mode, you know what I'm saying, of the Love album, for real. You know what I'm saying? We record in red rooms, like, you know, we just trying to create that whole vibe. And then you in the room with all type of legendary people. Like, one night we was in there with Bob Marley's son. You know what I'm saying? You just look around the room, you just see, you like, damn, he ain't hit, like, you know what I mean? It's just, it was crazy, but it was super, super dope. You know, it was definitely one of those experiences, you know what I mean?
Dang, and like, how long were y'all in there? Like, it was like studio, like y'all was in there all day. You don't even know what time it was.
Oh yeah, it's like, all-nighters. Like, you might just pull up and it might start off like a vibe, then next thing you know, London in the studio doing something. You know, you gotta go see what he doing, and next thing you know, everybody in there, and next thing you know, we making music, and it's crazy. It started in Atlanta.
Hear it though. I'm telling you, like, I saw just a little clip, but that song, it's like you knew the vibe was there. So I saw you say, like, 106 and Park Days, are we gonna get a video? Because I saw you, did he like the post that you put where it was like, we might as well go ahead and make a video for this joint?
Oh, yeah.
Is a video on the way? Like, what can we need videos.
I know we getting a video. We've been talking about like ideas and different stuff like that, throwing ideas and different things, but I definitely believe a video should come. If it don't, it really wouldn't make sense to me.
Because this is the song that, like, I'm telling you, everybody is going crazy for, and you're not the songs that you usually be on be the ones that pop too, by the way. This is just a side note, but what was it like when we all the way in Atlanta, Trey Young hit you up for his wedding? What was that? That
was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, when Trey called me for his wedding, he had let me know a couple months back. So I made sure that I had it blocked off because I wasn't gonna miss that for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not missing my bro wedding. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've been friends for a minute, a long time. Like, since Trey came in the league, you know, he been my dog. So we got to the Bahamas and it was crazy. Like, he had it real nice for his wife. It was super.
It was laid out.
Like, it looked like, oh, this Trey Young wedding. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it felt like that. Like, yeah, we had Trey wedding. You know what I mean? It was cool. Everything free.
And what'd you see?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it was just
on
crazy.
the house.
Yeah, everything on the house. But I sung. He gave me some requests. One of his favorite songs by me is Future Baby Mama. So I sung Future Baby Mama, and I sung You. I sung You, so they were slow dancing on You. We had a good time. Quavo came down there and performed too, so it was crazy.
Dang, that's a whole vibe, and it's like, so I hope people realize, like, I'm walking them through legendary, because I already told them that you had sold out shows overseas. This was before you got here. We did your little intro.
For sure.
But we talked about Diddy, you doing your own tour, Sincerely For You, get your tickets.
Yes.
But then you're signed to Cash Money Records for the 9-9. And I mean, like, that means something to millennials like me. You know what I mean?
Me too.
So, like, what was that like? I mean, that's a legendary record label.
It is. I mean, I was thinking about that when I was running today because I was on the treadmill and I was running and I seen my tattoo. I'm like, man, I got Cash Money tattooed on my wrist. Like, I was just thinking, like, when I was young, this is all I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I had the Cash Money chain when I was like 6 from the beauty supply store. Same one they had on the videos. Mine just was fake. You know what I mean? So I just manifested this whole thing. When Stunner came to the A, he just scooped me right up. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those opportunities that felt unreal.
Yeah.
You know, even just seeing them in real life. When I first started seeing them in real life, I just really couldn't believe it. Like,
yeah, I'm the number one. So
yeah,
it's like we noticed.
Yeah, like, I'm like, man, I'm Birdman, because I had seen him once before when I was in high school. When I was like 18, I ran across him in a studio with Gucci Mane. You know, it was real brief though. You know what I'm saying? But when I turned like 20, you know, that's when I signed to Cash Money, 2014. Yeah. So I just remember my first time stepping on the bus with him, man. He came from the back, from the back of the bus. I was sitting in the front. He just sat down across from me like this, and he was just staring at me for like 5 minutes. And then he was like, man, we gonna do it, Playboy.
What you mean for 5 minutes?
He just was staring at me. Then he looked at.
Sitting there like that stare off that Diddy did on the show. Like,
yeah, we just looking at each other.
What?
You feel me? Then he was just like, he looked at his partner. Then he looked at Corey, who I was with. He was like, man, we gonna do it. He like, man, we gonna take over. He really told me everything we was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? He told me everything that was gonna happen. It's like he predicted everything.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Yeah, but I'm thankful.
But you had to go get it. I'm telling you, I'm in Kuwait. Y'all know I sports play everything.
I had to go get it. It wasn't easy.
The coach saw your potential, is what you saying. It's like, or a pro athlete, they like, all right, you gonna be our pick. We gonna sign you.
But you gotta prove yourself. And that was at a time where it's like, you got the top dogs over there and they all rappers. And you gotta think I'm R&B. So it's like, Stunner attention already is just straight rap. Is, you know how he living, you know what I'm saying? So it's just straight on that. So for me, it's like I had to push through. So that's why I salute Quan and Thug so much, because I don't think I would be the same artist I am without them. You know what I mean? Like, the way we came in, it was just like legendary. It was just different. Like,
but how do you do that though? Because, like, all right, I'm 5'6". I had to stand out in the WNBA. You know, everybody's 6'6".
Yeah.
5'6". So you had to stand out with your R&B. Like, what was you doing out there?
Just being Jacquees is like, a lot of times, a lot of R&B guys, they be trying to look for an edge. You know what I'm saying? Like, they try to look for like the bad boy image or like the little edge. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like when they be trying to have a little edge or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like with me, I never had to fake that. I feel like it's just like, I don't even try to be that or nothing. It's just, I feel like who I am and where I'm from, I just feel like it's just that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like me being around hip hop camps, I've always came from hip hop camps. I was always the only R&B dude with hip hop camps since I was 14. So I feel like it's just in me. Like it's just something you can't really create. I just feel like, and then I'm hard too. So it's like,
that's what's
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying? It's like I'm hard too. It's like my music hard, and it's like I'm not your regular R&B dude. Like I don't pull up thinking I'm better than nobody or nothing like that. Like the way I move is kind of like a rapper, even when I'm out.
It's
you know
crazy,
what I'm saying?
Because you're a R&B, but your whole vibe.
Yeah, it's like this just me though. I ain't trying to be that though.
Crazy.
It's just who I am. I just thank God, thank my mama them.
All right, y'all, don't go anywhere. We got more with Jacquees coming up next.
Writers that study sports have a unique perspective. They dissect the behavior of athletes throughout their entire career. Jonathan Tillman, aka The Till Show, has done exactly that, and he's going to walk you through his journey. Till?
A few things about me. I'm not going to try to sound like I know everything, and I'm not going to try to sound like I know nothing. I just want to add to the overall discussion with another point of view. With that said, let's get into the first facet of greatness, the most basic facet there is, talent.
No, but it's lit because, okay, and like, so it's been 3 years, right, since you've been on tour, right?
Yeah, it's 2020.
So it's been 3 years since you've been on tour. I think that we see right now, there's a hunger for tour. We watched Beyonce. Did you get to go to Beyonce's tour?
Yes.
What did you think about that?
Loved it. That was that was the best concert I've been to.
For real?
Yeah.
Because it's like, I wanted to hear from an artist of like, when you watch her tour from an artist's point of view, like I loved it. I'm fanning out, of course, but like, what did you see?
See, I'm analyzing. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was looking for the flaw, but I couldn't find it. It's like she was really flawless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm watching her mouth too to make sure it matched, like the C, cause
and her mic was on.
Cause she's singing so good. I'm like, damn, this is really real. Cause it's like she'll be hitting a note, and then you know she might say something. You like, oh damn, she's singing that. Dang, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't fake that. It's like she really be killing it. Like, and then it's like she really looked the same. You know what I'm saying? Like I really just met Beyonce for real at the Rock Nation brunch. That was the first time I seen her in real life.
For real?
But she
what
went
the
in.
brunch was like though, cause it's like.
It was crazy. It was like, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Like me, I love to be in rooms like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm still.
Cause you feel like you belong though. There's
I feel like I
that.
belong, and I'm still like real. So I really like to be in the presence of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I like cause it's like you can feel it. As soon as I walk in, I ain't even gotta say nothing. It's like, you could just feel the real energy. Like I like to be there, you know what I'm saying? Cause they could feel it too. But B is just like, oh yeah, and I was the only one she gave a hug too.
Okay,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
okay, talk your
talk.
talk.
I was the only one she gave a hug.
Talk your talk.
But now seeing her on stage and just seeing in that element, it really felt like, damn, I'm watching Beyonce.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, like everything you think, like it's that. Like it ain't no flaw. It's just flawless, literally. It was literally flawless. She really killed it. And I took a lot of notes from her show as far as production and just everything. Nah, I came back to rehearsals like, man, we gotta do it like Beyonce.
I'd have been like, pick it up, people! Let's go!
It was serious. I swear to God, I came back in here serious. Like the pictures, the way she got everything, it's like even on her intermission times.
Yes.
It's like you might not even want to go to the bathroom or the concession stand because the production that they got on the screen is entertaining.
Facts.
And you like, damn, I ain't leaving.
Right.
I ain't. And we stood up the whole show, and you gotta understand, she performed for like 3 hours.
And my attention was locked in for 3 hours. I'm telling you, it was in my spirit for a week after the show. That's why I was gonna ask you, so perfect. That's, cause I didn't know if y'all experience things the same way we did.
Yeah,
because
of course.
when I watch sports, people might be cheering, and I'll be like, somebody mixed the back screen and he didn't even set his screen right. He was late on the pick. Like I'm watching the game like that. So, but she's still flawless, even for somebody that's an expert. That's crazy. So fast forward now, you going on your tour. What should people expect?
Flawless show.
Come on.
Yeah, my show's always flawless. Expect it to be nothing less. You know, I'm coming, the mic gonna be on, the moves gonna be there, my dancers gonna be hitting it, my DJ gonna be on it, the production gonna be nice. We done took some B notes, but they ain't all the way. Well, our production, you know, we getting there. We ain't all the way at Beyonce level, but we climbing up there.
Okay.
But when you see my show, you're gonna be like, damn, I can't wait for the next one. Like you just gonna want it to get bigger and bigger.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And so with you, we hear a lot of artists now, like, all right, they are talking about they want to tell their own story, not a lot of features, not a lot of this. Do you see yourself going there to that where it's like, because I do think that even with you, I was thinking when you said that, I'm like, yeah, I could do a whole show with Jacquees. Like, you know what I mean? Where it's like some people, it's like, I want to see who's going to pull up to their show. Yeah. But I feel like I could do a whole show with Jacquees.
I appreciate that. I mean, for sure. I mean, I love doing features too. You know, I love features. I feel like features good because it's like you bring both fan bases together.
Yeah.
Only reason I wouldn't do a feature, you know, if I was just trying to rush things, because you know, like in the business, sometimes it take a long time to clear stuff.
Yeah.
You know, the longer I've been in this stuff, I'm learning more and more as I go. So I noticed like, I might not have no feature on this. I don't feel like waiting on them. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the business it might not even be the artist's fault.
They just got to go through so many.
Yeah, sometimes it's like a lot of stuff that got to be handled, and it's like, now I'm learning like, I might not work with that producer. I might just work with my producer. Because we ain't got to do all that today. We just going to work with him. We going to just work with him.
And so what is it like working with you? When somebody hits you for a feature, is it like you like how is it with you?
It depends on who it is, honestly. You know what I'm saying? If it's like somebody I consider my partner, I'm going to get to it right away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get to it right away. But if it's like somebody I don't know yet, but you know, they just want a feature, like it's like I'm going to try to figure out how we're going to handle the business.
Got you. All right, so I want to just get real quick to the headspace because it's like, when you get songs, do you already have the melody that they send you, or do you create the melodies? Because it's like I said, there's something crazy that when you get on the track, it kind of start going crazy. So I'm trying to figure out which is the sauce. Where is the sauce at?
I mean, the sauce come from my team, honestly, and me. I got like a group of like a production team that I've been working with since I came in the game. Nash B, my producer, Forte Boy, K Major, DJ Spins, we done added some new guys to the team. It's a couple of us, but that circle right there has been what I've been in the whole time. So it's like, that ain't gonna change, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we all got the sauce, you know what I'm saying? But we all do this for me. So it's like, it's been a thing that we've been creating since 2013.
Dang,
you know
10
what I mean?
years in the game.
Yeah, 10 years with my team. And it's like, sometimes, you know, you might get records that's already written.
Right.
But it's like, ain't nobody gonna sing it like.
How you gonna make it?
Ain't nobody
yours?
gonna sing it like me. You know what I mean? It's like and I ain't saying that to be cocky enough, but everybody got their own special sauce.
Yeah, and
you
I
know
don't
what I'm saying?
Saying something good about you don't mean something bad about other people.
Of course not.
So that's all we always say that here. Like,
And you're an athlete, you know that. You can't step on the
Exactly.
court and say she better than you.
Come on now, I gotta
Nah.
think I'm the best,
And
and they
you
gonna
got
come
to.
run all over me.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it like? So last question, because I'm a point guard and I lead teams. I've led teams, and now even being, you know, in a different position, you lead a group. You know what I mean? Like, what is that like? Because that's what I mean by there's such synonymous. You're basically the point guard, the quarterback, whatever y'all sports that you like. That's what you are when you're the artist, and you just named off 10 people off the top of your head that's on your team specifically for you. Like, what is that like when you are leading the ship? People's lives depend on you. Their lives, like, people eating off of you. Like,
It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot when you're the head honcho. It's like, you know, I take pride in that. When I was young, I always wanted to be the leader of everything. I've always been a leader. You know, I always wanted to take care of my family. I always wanted to just stand in the front. You know, I always been like that. I remember when I was young, this dude named Joe Black, he was from my hood. He used to always be like, man, I rock with you, shouter. He used to always pull up past us in his car. He used to always be like, man, I rock with you. He used to just call me out in front of everybody. I used to be like, why? He used to be like, man, because you the smallest, but you always in the front.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He used to be like, man, you always in the front, dog. I remember he gave me my first job and all this type of stuff like that. But, you know, just being the leader, I think for me more so, it's like you said, a lot of people do depend on me. So it's like being in the front, I got to make sure I stay on point. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I know if I fail, my whole ship going to sink. Like, we ain't to the point where I can't, you know what I'm saying? We got to keep hustling.
we the same.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't fall yet. So it's like I know everybody depend on me, and I take pride in that. But by everybody depending on me, I depend on them too. So I hold them accountable. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I see my payroll.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you better earn them checks.
It make me be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? But I'm thankful for everybody because everybody work hard. And my team, we've been together since I started. You know what I'm saying?
that.
So my DJ been my same DJ since I came in. For real, I had another DJ that I still rock with, DJ Kid Kobe. He come in from time to time, but me and BG, when it was getting to like the level, you know, we really took it there. You know, coming from the garages, practicing in garages to the biggest stages we ever been on, you know, and my dancers, D-Ray, been my only choreographer since I've been dancing. He the only one I trust.
You be dancing?
Oh, yeah, we got a, what?
Got a whole, I mean, I
can't wait till you come to the
I
show.
was saying, I gotta go see. I want to.
You gonna look at me completely different.
I mean, because right now I look at you as like, now you the homie, right?
Yeah,
like,
but then I'm gonna be Michael Jackson after that. You know, like,
Mike Jackson, baby. And you need to come. Hey, you pulled up to the Dream Game. What was your thoughts, real quick, before I let you
Y'all
go?
hard. Y'all hard. You know what I'm saying? That was a legendary game, regardless. Even though we lost.
Facts.
You dig what I'm saying? But it's like that was just one of them moments. It's
What
like
game did you go to?
I came to the game when Shawty hit the 51.
Asia Wilson, the legendary Asia Wilson.
Yeah, shout out to Asia Wilson. I had just met her too. You know, I ain't want nobody to think I was trained, but I had to meet her. You know, we had to stay back there and meet her one time, give her a little picture on the legendary night.
Got love for the gram, got love
And I'll put it on my story though, because I'm
No, I
like,
love
everybody
that.
from the dream gonna be watching me.
Yeah, but you put
But-
on Ryan on the story too, though.
Of course.
so,
Now that's
okay.
gang.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the gang
I
though.
love
You know, we
that.
TikToking and all that.
I love that. Hey,
Yeah.
but listen, I'm rocking with you all the way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pulling up, like I said, I am probably gonna think you Mike Jack, because right now I ain't seen you, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
It's gonna
I'm
be lit.
excited to see you because I've heard you.
Yeah.
We all are fans.
Thank
But
you, I appreciate it.
appreciate you for pulling up on MoCo on us.
Oh yeah,
Pulled
for
up
sure.
on us.
You already
I
know.
appreciate you.
Hey, you extra cool. You already know that. Like for real, for real. Yeah.
All right, so man, that's why I like getting to sit down and talk to people, because when I think about Jacquees going on tour, it's the same as us getting ready for our season. You start going to rehearsals more, you start training, you start eating a certain way, you start getting locked in, getting your mindset, because you gotta think about this. Like, we all know that Beyonce, the Renaissance World Tour, right? Like, I feel like she was in Atlanta months ago, and she's still right now in Texas doing her thing. She hit up California, like she's still going. Imagine how much energy, how in shape she gotta be. It's the same as athletes. We had a 40-game season in the WNBA this year. Think about how you had to withstand that. Asia Wilson even talked about it. She said one of the biggest differences was this year she was in the best shape basically of her life because she had NBA-style training and different things of that nature. Your shape matters, your conditioning matters, your mentals matters, and your focus matters. And that's why I think sports and entertainment go hand in hand, because we both keep the main thing the main thing. So y'all keep the main thing the main thing. If he's in your city on the Sincerely For You tour, you gotta check out my guy Jacquees. Like I said, it's starting out in New Orleans, but he's popping out everywhere. I know I'm gonna catch him when I can. Holla at us. See y'all next week, where it's a generational thing here at MoCo.
All right, so listen, a MoCo exclusive is not fully complete unless we pull up to the concert. We pulling up Sincerely For You. Let me see what you got.
Cause it's just you know me, I'll set you up for that.